What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Just a Guy on My Lunch Break. So I wanted to touch once again on this situation with Liam Payne, because as time moves along, we're starting to see some, I guess you could call them warning signs, cries for help, if it were, with Liam Payne. And, being an artist myself, as a lot of you know, I'm a musician. I used to write and produce music. Some of that music is still online to this day. And I know as an artist, your art tends to reflect your being. It tends to reflect your struggles, not only your struggles and challenges, but your happiness in life. That is in and of itself art. And I think we're also seeing that now with Liam Payne. And it's one of those things where hindsight's 2020, right? But I think if we look at, we're going to read a couple of articles. We're also going to look at some of the lyrics to a song of his that seems to me that we should have noticed this. We should have seen this. Someone close to him could have maybe reached out to him and helped change the trajectory of this. Now, with this, let me be clear. I'm not saying that he purposely did something to himself, if you know what I mean. I'm not saying he committed suicide. I'm not saying any of those things. Okay. I actually do not think that that is the case, but the heavy drug use, the fact that toxicology showed he had all of these different things in his system at one time, indicates that you're going through something. And typically that's always the case when you have someone who is dealing with an addiction. The addiction tends to get heavier and more when you're going through some shit and when you're struggling. You know what I mean? So first thing I want to do is look at this. First thing I want to do is look at this article that we have here. And I'm also going to share it to you guys. So the screen might go black for a second. It will come right back. I do promise. It's like this right here. So I'm going to read this article to you. Late singer Liam Payne's unreleased track consists of lyrics that hints the singer was in a dark phase of his life before death. Songwriter Adam Midgley, who wrote the brand new song with Liam, shared the haunting lyrics on TikTok that indicates the Teardrops singer being in bad shape prior to his demise. The song lyrics goes, "If I'm lost in the dark, will you hear me when I call out? Does it ever get easier?" ? As per Adam, the clip he shared was recorded while the two men were creating music together. Payne, 31, in the video could be heard singing the heart-wrenching lines, "I'm a little less high than I used to be. Still a little uncertain of everything. I keep hearing I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So trying to find out what that's supposed to mean. And I'm all in my head now. Every night when I lay down, does it ever get easier? Oh, look what you've done. What have you done?" Telling myself, look what you've done. Was it ever enough? ? Universal Music signed artist. Universal Music signed artist explained the backstory of the song on TikTok in a detailed caption. Meanwhile, he also paid tribute to the Strip That Down singer while revealing that he first met Liam in 2019, yada, yada, yada. Okay, I mainly was just wanting to look at the actual song lyrics there. So something else I'm actually wanting to look at is this article here, which discusses some of these signs, right? Some of these signs that we actually should have been seeing with Liam. And, this is a situation, ad, of course, and somebody should have reached out to him in this situation. You understand what I mean? Liam Payne appeared happy and content in the days leading up to his death, joking with his girlfriend at breakfast while sharing their plans for the day with fans, including horseback riding and a game of polo. But psychologists who spoke to Daily Motion said that there were some subtle signs the singer was still struggling with addiction and mental health. Dr. Jeanette, no, I'm not even going to try to say her name, is an emergency medicine expert in New York City who often treats people coming to the hospital that are in mental distress. She said in response to the most recent public appearances and social media posts that he looked frail, had lost weight, and perhaps was not getting sufficient sleep despite being on a 2-week vacation. To me, look at his face, guys. Look at his face here. You know, I don't know the guy personally, but to me, this is the image. Look, just look at the affect on his face. He looks sad. Look at the eyes. Look at the despondence in his eyes. You know, if I saw this, and it says at the bottom, "Lovely day in Argentina," you know, what this says here at the bottom to me is completely contradictory to how he looks, how his face looks here. I'm going to read a little bit more of this. Dr. Robbie Ludwig, a psychotherapist in New York City who specializes in mood and thought disorders, said he looks depressed in some cases, like he didn't take care of himself well. I'm just saying, look, guys, this is my first time reading this article. I saw the article, it popped up on my feed. I was like, you know, maybe I'll include this in one of the videos because it talked about how there were some signs, okay? And but I've not yet read this article. What did I just say when I looked at that picture previously? You could see it. You could see it on his face. This guy was struggling. And then the very next paragraph, which I hadn't read yet, said, in quotes, he looks depressed in some cases. Payne's death at 31 shocked the entertainment world on Wednesday, given the star's positive online post just hours beforehand. Hours before his fatal fall in Buenos Aires, Payne posted a Snapchat selfie to his fans with the caption, "Lovely day in Argentina," heart emoji, which is the one we just looked at. Dr. Ludwig told DailyMotion.com on the lovely day in Argentina message, the text did not match his image in the photo. Am I in the freaking Twilight Zone right now? I swear to you, I did not read this article. You know, I have a degree in human development and family studies, so I'm kind of a communications expert. I can read people, man. I can judge people. And I know when someone looks despondent, dejected. You can tell when someone's going through stuff. And you can see that in their faces. You really, really can. Wow. Damn, I'm good. I'm just saying, man. I mean, I don't mean to make it about me. This is about him, but you're kidding me. Listen to this next paragraph. He looks pretty despondent. All right. Let me stop tooting my own horn, but I swear I've not read this article. He looks pretty despondent in the image next to an upbeat text. Perhaps this gives some insight into how he presented himself. Positive message about something he was experiencing, something else on the inside. He also posted photos of his attractive hotel room with the caption, "Happy I got some time away." Dr. Ludwig added, happy he got some time away most likely meant there was something he wanted to get away from. I would have to agree with that. Senior high spirits, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. All right, so I'm not going to keep going on about this. I want to go back and see one more of these. Guys, bear with me for a second here. We're going to look at this one last one. Fans picked up on Payne's eye-catching ways most recently while he was attending a former bandmate Nail Horan's concert in Argentina just days before his death. Payne was caught on video dancing erratically and was approached by a security guard as he waved his arms wildly in a private box. A viral clip showed the former boy band singer leading the Macarena routine to fans in front of him before the show started. Some fans now think Payne's unusual moves were a, quote, cry for help. Days later, the singer was pronounced dead after his body was found on the third floor balcony at the Casa Sur Hotel in Buenos Aires. After his body was found on the balcony? That doesn't make any sense. I don't think his body was found on the balcony. He was launched from the balcony down into the courtyard, from what I understand. Likely some sort of typo there. In the hours before, witnesses said Payne was acting erratic in the hotel lobby, and a 911 call was made by the hotel owner. Said he was breaking everything in his room under the influence of drugs and alcohol, which we already knew this. And so we talked about this, and I'm not going to show this video of him dancing and leading the Macarena and all that stuff because it's on TikTok, and it'll take me off of this page to a completely separate page. But guys, that's pretty much it. Hit me up real quick. Let me know what you guys think about this. I mean, should we have seen this? Is this something that we should have seen in advance? Because I'm looking at this and I'm looking at his art and how it reflected his life. And now looking back on it, hindsight's 2020. Should we have known? I think we should have known. Let me know in the comments, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.